Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here with me today, I have a diamond in the rough. His name is Isaiah Reed. He is a corner out of Brown University. Nice to have you, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
So obviously, see you're repping the brown hat there. And per my notes, man, a lot of great things happening for you here these days. Coming off of a great season, and here just recently on the East West Shrine Bowl watch list. So before we get a chance to get into anything else, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. I'm Isaiah Reed from Tampa, Florida. Play for Brown University right now, and I'm looking forward to everything coming my way.
Gotcha. So from the Tampa area, for people that aren't familiar, have in my notes that you also went to Seffner Christian High School down there, and not only was a football player, but also a standout basketball player as well. So let's begin the journey there. Let's begin at Seffner and talk to me about any memories that you have from those times.
Definitely. Sefton was a great high school back home. Made some of the best relationships on the field and off the field. Still talk to a lot of my old high school teammates to this day. So that school definitely built a lot of great relationships for me. Always go back whenever I can, get the chance to go back, see old faces, see my old teachers, see my old coaches, all that stuff. So yeah, Sefton definitely played a great part where I'm at right now.
Cool. And I had also mentioned you being a basketball player too back in the day. Um, any memories on the court that you can share? I mean, any success on that front or what?
Definitely. Our basketball team, we went to states my sophomore year. That was like one of the best, one of the most fun I've had playing basketball. Being that young, I'd say like in high school, nobody expected us to go that far. We shocked everybody, and those guys are all my friends to this day. So I definitely sophomore year, that was great.
Cool. So definitely an interesting athlete coming out of college there. You have this basketball background, you do well also on the football field. How was the recruiting? Because dude, how does a guy from Tampa, Florida make his way all the way up to Providence, Rhode Island playing for Brown?
Yes, sir. My recruitment process was a little interesting. I was one of the people that got caught up in the whole COVID situation, so I wasn't able to talk to that many schools after my junior season of football, because that's when we all went into quarantine about like around that time after the season. So I missed out on a lot of like camp visits, camp invites, like a lot of the prime recruiting time was going on that wasn't able to be in on. So Brown reached out to me late senior year. I didn't have um, any idea where I was gonna go the time they reached out to me. So it was kind of perfect timing. They offered me an opportunity that I couldn't turn down, and they took a chance on me, and I've just been trying to pay it back to them ever since.
So let's be real for just a second. I do believe that most people, when they think of Brown U University, they think of it as an academic institution within the Ivy Leagues. So I don't know, man. Obviously, you made good enough grades to get up there, man. So talk about you as a student making your way there, just kind of throughout your time there at Brown.
Mhm. Since I was younger, my parents always wanted us to have a good academic background, good solid foundation. So school, I don't want to say it came easy or anything like that, but I was definitely motivated for sure. I knew that if I wanted to get on that field Friday nights, I was gonna have to pass all them classes in the when it came to the grades. So when it comes to the academic grind, I was prepared for it. My parents and I feel like Sefner did a great job like getting me ready for this. But I'd definitely be lying if I told you I knew I was going to be coming to an Ivy League school. But and I appreciate it every day. So
Well, I mean, dude, let's be real. I mean, you grew up in Tampa, maybe perhaps you're hoping to, be recruited by like one of the, huge schools there in Florida. But let's just face it, man, if you get a scholarship to an Ivy League school, that is very hard to pass up because
Yes,
it's
sir.
certainly something that will carry you through not just your collegiate years, but on throughout the rest of your life, man. I mean, to be able to say you have a degree from Brown University, dude, like that's got to be something else. What have
Yeah.
you been doing academically? What's your major?
Sociology.
Sociology. Okay, that's different. I feel like a lot of guys that do the sports thing, like they get into sports management or something like that, but sociology is a completely different animal. What made you decide that?
I just wanted to go a different route, I guess. The whole like mind concept when it comes to sociology is interesting. Um, I like I like thinking about why people do certain things, what make people do certain things, and like the processes behind it, kind of stuff. So sociology was kind of just like that deep dive I was looking for, like with deeper meaning, I guess. So,
Gotcha. And shift kind of back into football using some of the language there. Do you get into the heads of your opponents?
sometimes I feel like I'm a pretty like calm, mellow guy on the field. Like I definitely have my moments where I'm animated or I'm just in the moment, but that's just comes with the game. I feel like sometimes you just get caught in the moment with the passion, but for the most part, I'm a calm guy. Like I might say a couple of jokes here and there on the field, but most of the time I just be in my own little world.
Hey, I mean, you have to enjoy it. So, I mean,
Definitely,
if you're not out there enjoying it, having a good time, then what are you doing?
exactly.
I definitely hear you there. A part of Brown University, a part of a very well established secondary there. Again, as I had mentioned, you were first team All Ivy League last year, had 5 interceptions, which is great. Go ahead and talk about that defense that you've been a part of there for a few years, man. Where do you fit in all of that, and what you've been doing?
Yes, sir. First off, our defense has came a long way. My time here, we went from like around bottom of the conference in a lot of categories to now like we're up there with like in the middle of the pack of the whole FCS in a lot of conferences, or sometimes in certain categories we up at the top now. So we're definitely making great strides. I definitely love the work that we're putting in since we've been here, especially over the summer now, because we're up here putting in work. But especially last year's team, all the guys on that team were great. We lost a couple guys to the portal or graduation, stuff like that. But for the most part, we've established that culture. So we feel pretty good going into the next season that we'll be able to repeat and even stack on more. So I definitely think our defense is definitely heading in the right direction.
I mean, something certainly look forward to this upcoming year, and really, even as I had introduced you for early on, a lot of great things happening for you these days. I mean, a lot of eyes going to be on you this year, so I mean, I think a lot more scouts going to be coming to y'all's games. I mean, you figure you have this guy here who's talented enough to get on an all-stars watch list. And so people expect a lot of great things. Um, bro, you guys did, win some solid games last year. I mean, I was looking at that schedule, and the one that kind of pops out to me was that overtime win against Princeton. Talk about that, man, or any other highlights from last year.
Yes, sir. That Princeton game was a great game. That tested us. It was a great game. Like Princeton has always gave us a great game in the past. They're a great school. They have great talent over there, all that stuff. But we knew last year, like we were gonna win the game. like once, especially once we went into overtime, all the momentum had shifted at that point. And on our side of the field, we were like, "Oh yeah, we got them where we want it," kind of thing. And then I was able to see one of the best plays as a teammate. When my teammate Caleb Moorhead had blocked the extra point, and that's how we ended up winning. We scored, hit our extra point, but I was right next to my teammate when he had blocked the punt. That was the most energy I've seen on a block punt in so long, but it was a great thing to be a part of.
Awesome. And of course, we do have another year. So I mean, a lot to look forward to this upcoming year. And who knows, man? I mean, obviously, not a lot of people giving you any you know, any love at all in some of these rankings. I mean, what's it going to take for you guys to maybe contend for an Ivy League championship?
Yes, sir. It's gonna take us for sure. We already know. Not that many people expect that much from us. And that's the type of mindset we had last year. And I feel like with the team that we're bringing back, because we did lose some people, but for the most part, a lot of the pieces are coming back. We have it established now that we are supposed to make noise in the Ivy. Like last year, it was a shock to everybody that we were in every game for the most part. Like it was a good season. That was shocking to people. So going into next year, we don't want it to be a shock. Like it's expected for us at least. It's expected that we have a good year, that we compete every game, and that we ball out. So
Cool. Isaiah, let's now kind of zero in on you, because certainly you and I are talking because you are one of the top small school prospects this upcoming season for a lot of scouts to look at. So, when we're looking at you, obviously we're looking at a guy there in the secondary. Talk about your skills in the secondary and what you feel separates you from other people at your position.
yes, sir. I feel like I'm very physical, and that's something a lot of corners aren't. I feel like in my head, there aren't many mismatch scenarios for me. I feel like I can run with anybody for the most part. I feel like if you put a tight end in front of me, he's not gonna bully me or anything like that. Like I just feel like whatever situation I'm in, I'm trained enough to know what to do in that moment. I know, like, I just feel confident about myself in that moment. But like, it's nothing, it's not cocky or anything, but I just feel like I'm well trained for the moment. I don't know.
You need some confidence.
Yeah,
And it's
definitely,
okay.
definitely.
It's okay to be confident. I mean, people misunderstand like cockiness for confidence, like
Mhm.
completely different thing. And I understand where you're coming from. So, confident enough to go up against the guy, you know, 40 pounds heavier. So
Right.
that's fine. I was going to ask you, Isaiah, because I mean, I've been getting like conflicting information. What is your current height and weight these days?
If you ask me, I'm 6 foot, 180. That's what the weight says. The height, we're gonna have to find a more consistent ruler, I guess. But if you ask me, 6 foot 180.
So, I mean, what exactly does that mean? I mean, certainly, some people may want to move you around a little bit. Like, I don't know if anyone has talked to you about potentially moving you around there in the secondary as you progress to the next level, whether it be for you to come inside, play some more nickel, or even like play a safety position. How do those things sound? Have you been training to potentially do that, or what are your thoughts on those things?
Yes, sir. Definitely looking to show versatility this upcoming year. I know majority of my stops last year came from the outside. I was able to like get thrown in for some nickel reps a little bit every now and then, but I definitely want to be open and available for any position when it comes to the next level. So definitely been working more on like nickel, how you said. I'll probably be expecting some reps there a little bit more, but we'll see. But I definitely just want to be able to plug in anywhere on the field. I want to show that I can play, whether that be at corner, nickel, safety, wherever you throw me in at. So
Gotcha. I mean, I kind of feel like there's a possibility there for a lot of different things. And um, definitely if you're confident and physical enough, I mean, dude, they'll put you anywhere.
yes,
It's
sir.
all a matter of like if a position opens up and it's like, hey, Isaiah, get in there and guard this guy, whoever that is. I mean, you just kind of need to be prepared for it. So
Yes, sir.
Isaiah, a lot of great things to look forward to this upcoming year, and certainly feel like you're one of these guys who a lot of scouts are going to be looking at. Although I do want to take a moment to meet the guy under the helmet. If there's anything else about you that we need to know, other than the fact that you're a great football player, whether that be hobbies, other interests, passions, anything else that you want to share about yourself, go for it.
I'll share a little fun facts, I guess. I'm from Florida, so I like to fish. Always fishing, love to do it. And I have two sisters. My older one played basketball, and my youngest one, she now plays volleyball and softball a little bit too. So family full of athletes. So they keep me busy. But
Nice. Uh, Gonna try and just throw a couple questions your way just for fun. Hopefully just a little question answer period. You have any pets?
I do not at the moment.
Okay, well, hey, I figured why not?
Mm.
Uh, Maybe I don't know, perhaps a dream car that hopefully one day you get a chance to have the money to drive.
Dream car, I'd probably get a G-Wagon.
Okay, okay. Favorite movie?
Either Insidious 3 or The Jungle Book.
Which one of the Jungle Books? Because I mean, or because there's
The
a
the
couple.
original.
Oh, the
The original.
original. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, is there perhaps a celebrity, whether it be an actor, athlete, or whatever, musician even, is there a celebrity that you love a chance to meet?
Mm, I don't think so. I would have wanted to meet Tupac. He's my favorite artist, so but
Gotcha, gotcha. What about who is, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Who is the best guy at your position currently right now in the NFL?
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey. So, dude, hopefully one of these days you'll get a chance to play alongside Jalen Ramsey.
Definitely. Yeah.
That would be definitely interesting. Uh, on the flip side, who's that one quarterback that you'd love an opportunity to snag a pick six off
Dak Prescott.
of? All right, love that one for sure. So, Isaiah, all this has been fun, just kind of throwing questions your way and getting a chance to meet you. But again, we have one more year left to go for you, and really want to wish you all the best. But before we close up shop, talk to everybody out there who might have any doubts left in you and what they'd be getting if they took a chance on you. So go for it, man. Give us your pitch.
Yes, sir. Any team, any person looking to recruit someone who's gonna work hard day in, day out, I'm the guy. Like, there's no one gonna outwork me. I know that for a fact. I'm gonna give 100% effort. I'm gonna be coachable. I'm a leader. I'm everything you should want in a player, I feel like. Um, and I feel like I'm good at bringing people with me. I'm not just a me person, a I person, but like I'm always looking out for my brother next to me on that field. So that's me. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm gonna do the best I can, and we're gonna get results. So that's my pitch.
Gotcha. Well, definitely an underrated prospect that we need to look forward to this year. Isaiah, want to wish you all the best and you take care, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you. You as well.
Sure. Once again, we have with us Isaiah Reed. He is a corner out of Brown University. Definitely check him out this season.